A block of East 125th in East Cleveland was once a beautiful street dotted with beautiful homes, but tonight many of them are damaged, sitting empty or leveled from a deadly house explosion.
This all happened around 1 this afternoon, a few minutes before 1. Since then, we've learned a number of new details. Let's set you up with what we have here at 11. The state of the gas lines on the block today, that's going to be a central focus. A person East Cleveland police think may know more about what happened and how neighboring homeowners are doing tonight.
Team coverage now explaining it all. Tonight, we start with Amani Abraham live at the scene. Amani.
Yeah, new tonight is the Dominion Gas Company releasing a statement saying that they've checked the main and surrounding lines and they appear to be okay and there are no leaks. So they say investigators are now focusing inside the home to determine what caused this fatal explosion.
Down past the buildings down there.
At times, it was chaotic. About a half a dozen homes evacuated when an explosion was reported along East 125th. Pieces of the homes left scattered on the road.
But there were heavy damage to multiple houses, whether it was from windows being shot out or blown out or actual structure damage.
This is a Google Earth map showing the home that was standing prior to Sunday's explosion across Forest Grove Avenue. Today, this is what's left, leading to questions as to what could have leveled the home.
As people smell gas.
Cleveland Councilman Kevin Conwell said the cause remains unknown, but Dominion East Ohio Gas was on scene investigating, here shown digging near the explosion site.
I think everything was just under normal activities. It has since been turned off.
There were questions raised related to an explosion just about a half-mile away that happened on May 14th that left one injured and a home destroyed.
It's still under investigation, but the assumption it might be with dealing with drugs. You know, we thought it was something else. I don't want to mention that, but the assumption it might be with drugs with that one.
And today's explosion added to the list of investigations. The hope is to get answers to worried and concerned residents.
And once we find out, then we will reach out to the residents to let them know, even if I have to walk door to door to let my residents know, because they deserve an answer.
Now, police say they have tracked down a woman they've identified as a person of interest. They say she frequents the area. They want to ask her a few questions. At this point, this block remains blocked off to residents until police give the all clear. In East Cleveland, Amani Abraham, Channel 3 News.
All right, thanks, Amani.
And it felt like an airplane or something had smashed down the buildings, everything shook.
Several families are homeless or dealing with cleanup tonight after this afternoon's explosion, describing TVs flying off of walls.
It's unbelievable. There is help for them tonight, thankfully. Channel 3's Ray Strickland is live outside the Salvation Army in East Cleveland with what's being done there. Ray, good evening.
Good evening, Chris. Well, yeah, because of this house explosion, the Salvation Army has opened up its doors for people who need food and shelter. There are actually some people inside of the Salvation Army right now, but many others had to choose to stay at a hotel or with family. But no matter where they're staying, their lives have been turned upside down and their immediate futures are uncertain. Tonight, we spoke with victims who call what happened earlier today a life-changing experience.
And I could have died. I could have had a piece of glass shoot straight through an eye socket.
It started out as a normal day for Quentin Beckham.
And I was simply just playing I'm Call of Duty.
But it turned out to be everything but normal.
Anybody could have died, man.
Beckham says he was playing his video game in this apartment building. When he was playing, he threw a grenade. At the same time, he says that's when the explosion happened.
It was literally like somebody just threw a grenade in front of the house. Windows went out, then just a loud bang.
Malik Hill and his family live 2 doors down from the explosion. He says he almost didn't make it out of his home.
We was trapped inside. It blew the walls from the studs, blew TVs off the wall, everything. And I had to force our way out the back door to get my wife and my daughter out.
The fatal explosion destroyed one home and heavily damaged several others. Many people won't be able to sleep in their own beds tonight. And as an investigation continues into what caused the explosion, families have come to the Salvation Army for food and shelter.
It's a life changer for real.
Their lives are changed and the future of their homes at the moment are unknown. But in the present, Beckham says he is happy to be alive.
Yes, I most definitely just got a new lease on life, man.
And Beckham, he says he received a few stitches on his hand because of the glass that shattered during this explosion. He said he stayed at the hospital for a few hours, but he is doing fine, as you can see. Now, as for the families who are displaced, I'm told until the utilities to their homes are cut back on, they won't be able to return to those homes. And I'm told that's going to take at least another day or so. Chris, back to you.
Okay, Ray, thanks very much.
Again, here is what we know tonight. One woman is dead, pulled out of the home on East 125th and Forest Grove Avenue in East Cleveland. A man was taken to the hospital with severe burns. Many neighbors were treated for shards of glass and bruises. At least 4 or 5 homes have damage tonight, and a person of interest is now being questioned by East Cleveland police. For more information,
we're going to continue to follow this story on Channel 3 News today, starting at 4 a.m. Until then, and overnight, WKYC.com will have you covered.